Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are live. Welcome to this edition of mfers Live.
And late.
It is May 2nd, 2018, ladies and gentlemen. It is currently 8:03 in the p.m. Yes. Yes, you know, I had that open. All right, well, I just got the clock. We always show the clock for the little MFers so they can learn to tell time the old school way. Hello, Sue Lee. Thanks for tuning in. It's great to see you in here, dear. Yes. Welcome to the second day into the new year of the MFers Live. Yes. It's looking pretty cool. It is. Oh, there's my notification. All right, so that just popped in, which means everybody's going to be popping in very shortly. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're only 21 followers away from hitting our 500 mark. Yes. So yes, we may not hit it within the first year, but we're going to make it right after the beginning of the year. So it's all right. It's all good. We're still going to be hitting it. Hello, Mary. Hello, Angie. And yes, thank you, Sully. Stickers are done, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we're going to be having stickers at the show, so you guys can be able to pick up yourself some MFer stickers. Yes. Get the peace, love, and positivity going. Yes. And yes, look, it's just bubbling over. Can't even trying to squish them down there. There's so many. And yes, congratulations again to all of our winners last night. Congratulations. We're going to be seeing a bunch of you at the MFers show. We're also going to see, Ori, she did win an MFers Bash ticket, and she's all the way in the Philippines. So I'm actually going to hold on to her ticket for the event, because in this way, if her number gets called, she still wins the prize that will be handed out that night. Yes, and it's only the tickets that are sold up to the event. Only those numbered tickets those numbers will actually be in the draw to win some random prizes that we're going to be handing out all night long. And yes, you guys can still buy tickets afterwards as well, because they are turning into raffle tickets afterwards. Yes, so, you know, maybe I'll hold the ticket a little bit longer, maybe until we get rid of all the tickets, and then if she wins, I'm going to have to contact her and see what kind of gift card in the Philippines, what kind of stores and stuff they have down there. That's going to be really interesting.
Shopping stores?
Yeah, shopping stores. Yeah. It's going to be really cool. Hello, Christopher. Hello, Mary Jane. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Like I said, today is our second day into our new year. Yes. And like always, we have Nacho the cat hanging out with us in the studio. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are filmed live in front of a live studio audience. Yes. And I imagine you'll probably be hearing the alarm going off very soon enough. That would be our wonderful medic. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, I did share it again. Don't forget to get your vote on, yes, and help name the little MFer bearded dragon, yes. Right now in the lead by one vote is Junior MFer. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you get on there and get your vote on, because it's only today, tomorrow. You guys only have till Friday. When that clock, basically you have till Friday at 6:59. Because when that clock strikes 7 o'clock, we're going to go live at a special time for MFers Live, because we're going to be live at the birthday bash. So, yes, it's going to be interesting. And, yes, the only reason we're having a special time from 7 till 8 is because in this way, when the doors open at 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the original MFer is going to be going down to the door, opening that door up, and trying to meet as many people as I can as they come in. Because, like I said, the doors open at 8 and the show starts at 9. So, yes, if you guys want tickets, if you guys live in the Guelph area, you can always swing over to No Regrets Tattooing and Piercing. They're over on Victoria and Woodlawn. And you can also always go downtown to the downtown core to Luxury Pawn. Yes, he is selling tickets there as well. And these are just a couple of the businesses that support MFers Live. They do believe in the MFer Live cause of the peace, love, and positivity, and try to bring world peace all over. All right, so we're going to start this off like we always do. All right, so we're just going to grab a little handful off the top here so you guys can see. All right, who we got here? All right, so we have Sette Fiorone. Yeah, Sette Fiorone. There we go, buddy. Oh, look, and we got, Sully. Sully's on. Yeah, Sully. There you go, dear. Who else we got here? We got, Chris Norton. There you go, brother. All right, who else we got here? Oh, we got Sandy Campbell. Oh, right on. And we have, Dylan Buchanan. There you go, Dylan Buchanan. Right on. Who else we got here? Oh, we have, Daryl Hefner. Yes, Daryl Hefner. Oh, we dropped one. Who did I drop? Oh, Sente Fiorone. There you go again, buddy. Got a double shout out. Right on the way up. Oh, Caitlin McCandles. Yes, we do. And who else we have here? Oh, we have Chantal Sims. Yes, she's also one of the original MFer girls. Hello, Nick. Yeah, Nick Boss. Boss is in the house. Yeah. All right. And then we have Amanda Bragg. All right. You want to hold the first shout out, buddy? Here. Okay. Here. We're going to Nacho to hold Amanda's name. All right. So if Amanda pops in there, look at this. We're going to hold your shout out here. Well, as long as it stays on Nacho. Okay. Don't move too much, buddy. All right. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you guys still want, we still do have some toques still in stock. I know it's getting really warm out there. Even the original MFers sweating in the studio. And we have all the windows open in the studio too. But yes, you guys can always still get your hands on some toques. We do still have a few left. They are $25. And yes, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we only have a couple more days. Yeah, a couple more days. And we're going to be hitting the MFers Live birthday bash. Yes. We celebrated our 1 year yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. We turned a year old, yes. 1 year old as of yesterday. We're starting into our second year. Yes, hello, Nick. It's great to see you. Hello, Berna. Thanks for tuning in. It's always great to see everybody in here. All right. So we're going to start off because it is our positive news day. Yes, we're going to start off and we're going to read some good news in history for May 2nd. Oh, hello, Hannah. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, Angie went to the Toronto Zoo. Right on. All right. So our good news in history for May 2nd. Do you guys ready for this? All right. On this day, 110 years ago, Take Me to the Ball Game was registered for a U.S. copyright. Yes, it was written by Jack Norworth and Albert von Tilzer, who had never attended a game prior to actually writing the song. The iconic chorus became the unofficial anthem of Major League Baseball across stadiums throughout the entire North America. And that came out in 1908. And yeah, see, told you, ladies and gentlemen, guys are going to hear the studio alarm. Yes. Hello, Lady T. It's great to see you, dear. It's great to see you popping in here. All right. So they actually have the chorus here, right? So if you've never heard it before, all right. So take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never come back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you out at the old ball game. Right? Man would never make a good singer, right? Yeah, never. All right. So we actually have some more good news in history today. All right. So the first science fiction film, yes, was actually released, and it was entitled A Trip to the Moon, and that was released in 1902. Ooh. Arthur Miller won the Pulitzer Prize for Death of a Salesman, which was in 1949. Yeah. All right, so the music fans out there, you should love this one. All right, so the Beatles recorded the new George Harrison song, Something, in 36 takes. With Billy Preston on piano, and that was done in 1969. All right. So Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2, was banned in South Africa in 1980. You know you're making a difference when your work is banned. Oh, yeah. So President Bill Clinton announced that accurate GPS access would no longer be restricted to the United States military, and that was done in 2000. And I know nowadays a lot of people use GPS. I even use GPS if I'm traveling big distances. I like to make sure I get to my destination like best way as possible. I don't like really getting lost, and I don't really like pulling over. Well, I've pulled over and asked where to go because I'll get lost. But with the GPS, you usually get your target right on time. All right, so the opposition leader, Aung San Suu Kyi, under house arrest for years, was sworn into the Myanmar's parliament back in 2012. Wow. Hello, Shannon. Thanks for tuning in. All right. And also on this day in 1936, the classic symphony for children, Peter and the Wolf, premiered in Moscow. Yeah. So with both music and text by Sergei Porovafi, this musical piece has for decades cultivated musical tastes in children, even those in the first years of schools. And yes, there's actually a link on here. You guys can actually go check out Peter and the Wolf. Yes. Let's see what else here. All right, so we also have we have a birthday as well. All right, so a happy 43rd birthday to David Beckham. Yes, the star middle fielder who became the first British soccer player to compete in 100 Champions League matches, as well as the first to win league titles in 4 countries. Hello, Lydia. Hello, Ken and Kelly. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure get your comment and your reaction. And yes, we are on the second day. We have no prizes right now. But ladies and gentlemen, I imagine after our big bash on Friday, I have a feeling we're going to probably have a bunch of prizes we're going to be handing out for June 1st. Yes. For our second year starting off. Yes. Highlight. Oh, hello. Oh, all the way from your new home in Kitchener. Right on, Ken and Kelly. I'm glad you guys are able to get moved in well and being able to pop in. Hi. All right. So, yes. So David Buchanan, David Beckham. Did I get that right? Yes, David Beckham. He actually led the Manchester United to 6 Premier League titles before moving to Real Madrid and the Los Angeles Galaxy, and finally retirement. And that was in his birthday. He was born in 1975. Nacho, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? Really? Come on, buddy. You okay? Did you get in the catnip again? All right, where is Amanda Zamarka? You hold on here, buddy. You okay? You all good? All right. Okay. No, I'm gonna have to hide that catnip on you a little bit more, buddy, because you just randomly fell over. And yes, we also have another birthday. Yes, happy 66th birthday to Christine Baranski, the award-winning Broadway TV and film star known for her beloved roles in The Birdcage, Mamma Mia, and Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Her 2017 project was a sequel to the acclaimed TV courtroom drama The Good Wife, a streaming series from the CBS called The Good Fight. And yes, she was born back in 1952. You guys are wondering who she was in The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Hello, Lydia. She was, that would be the Grinch's girlfriend. Yes. The Grinch's girlfriend in How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So the actress opposite of Jim Carrey, yes. So yes, that's who she was in the film, if you guys are wondering who she is. And she just turned 66 years old today. Right on. Happy birthday. All right, now I know that we have a whole bunch of positive news that's been happening around the world, and we got to catch up. Oh, yes. All right. So, yes, we did. We actually got a few facts in yesterday. Didn't think we were going to at first, but, stay positive, stay true to it. And we were able to do our prizes yesterday and also get some facts out as well. All right. So, here we go. All right. So, that is shared off to the MFers Live Facebook page. And we're going to tweet this out as well because, yes, ladies and gentlemen, MFers Live does have Twitter. We do have Instagram as well, but for some reason, it will not let us share to Instagram. But we do also have our very own Instagram page as well. And yes, all you have to do is go look up on Instagram at MFers Live. That's us. All right. So that is our, oh, look. I didn't realize the volume was out. Oh, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I was wondering, where's that talking coming from? Hello, Christine Kirkwood, thank you for tuning in. Yes, like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to get your comment and your reaction in there. And yes, the past month we've had numerous new people starting to follow us and starting to tune in. And yes, the numbers have increased. And like I said, we're only 21 more followers away, and we'll actually hit our 500 mark. So yeah, we may not have been able to hit the 500 within the first year, but shortly thereafter, we're definitely hit it, ladies and gentlemen. We are. We hit one of our milestones, which was a big thing. We handed out over 200 prizes within the first year, so that's pretty cool. Hello, Beth. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So yes, we actually have a whole bunch of positive news because I actually still have to go back because I didn't get to read all the positive news last time. All right. All right, here's this one here. This is a little MFer and older MFers. Yes. All right, so instead of keeping, okay, so this is actually dated 2 days ago. 2 days ago, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So instead of keeping a $100 bill, little boy searches for rightful owner. Yes. A senior living on a fixed income. All right. So Jaron Johnson may only be 8 years old, but he is already well on his way to being an upstanding citizen after his compassionate display of integrity last week. Yes. The youngster was out running errands with his mom when he found a $100 bill in the parking lot of a Walmart in Pineville, Louisiana. So he was a few steps behind me and said, "Mom, look what I have in my pocket." And he said, "Can we turn it into the Walmart and give it to the rightful owner?" So this is what Jaron's mom, Jody, actually told Inside Edition. So Jody was aware of how an employee could simply pocket the money for themselves. So she told Jaron that they would go home and work out how to return the money the following day. So the next day, Jaron told his mother to call Walmart and ask if anyone had reported the missing money. So Jody then called the store and left her phone number with the clerk. She did not, however, mention exactly what the missing property was. So later that same day, she received a call from the daughter of James Grice, an 86-year-old man who had lost the $100 while he was shopping. So because the senior lives on a fixed income, he had not been able to buy his groceries without the money. So when he discovered that someone had kept his finances safe, he was overwhelmed with joy. So Grice and James met each other a few days later so the youngster could give him the money. So as a means of expressing his gratitude, Grice gave Jaron $20 and a permanent invitation to the fresh tomatoes in his vegetable garden, which also happened to be one of Jaron's favorite snacks. So Jaron's got a big heart, Miss Johnson said. He has a passion for others. He has always shown his integrity and heart for others. See, that's little MFers. That is awesome. See, we do have little MFers out there, ladies and gentlemen. Is to do little kind acts like that, because like I said, anybody could sit there, pick up the $100, put it in their pocket, and not really care about who it belonged to. That hey, I found it, but you never know who that money actually belonged to. And in this case, it was an elderly man who was on a fixed income, who went to go grocery shopping, lost his $100. And this little boy found it and was actually able to give it back to him. So this elderly man on the fixed income was actually able to go back and get his groceries. And as a sign of good faith, he gave the little boy $20 for being so honest. So right on, little MFers. Then we got to give you guys props. All right. So that is shared off to the MFers Live Facebook page. All right, we're going to tweet it off as well. All right, so it is tweeted off. What else we got? We got a whole bunch. All right. So see here. So okay, the picture's not going to come clear, but that's all right. All right, so Uber. All right, so most of you have heard of Uber. Yes. Hello, Ashley. Hi, Mary. Yes, it's very nice, sir. Like I said, it's really nice to know that we have our little MFers out there that are always being compassionate as well. Hello, Jazzy. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So now most of you out there probably already have heard of Uber. All right. So Uber, an Uber driver actually wins the biggest tip ever, and it only costs the passenger $5. $5. All right. So while a $5 lottery scratch-off ticket may not seem like a hefty tip for an Uber ride, it eventually paid off for the lucky driver who received it. A Colorado driver named James P. Was given a $5 super special ultimate bingo scratch ticket as a tip from one of his regular passengers. So when he scratched off the prize, he found that he had won $30. He then used his winnings to buy 6 more scratch-off tickets. Since James continued to win small prizes from the tickets, he kept using his winnings to buy more scratch-offs until finally his efforts actually paid off. So 6 weeks after receiving the first ticket, he hit the $140,000 jackpot. Right on, buddy. So James says that he plans on giving some of his winnings to his parents and using some of the funds to fix up his car, which is always good for an Uber driver. Okay, you always got to make sure your car's fixed. So the driver also says that he has given rides to the generous passenger several times in the past, but he has not seen the man since he gave James the scratch off. Yeah. And this is James's quote. All right. I haven't been able to find him yet and tell him about this, but I hope I do. Right on. And see, just a friendly gesture. Gave, $5 scratch ticket. He won. And, the Uber driver really didn't lose anything. It was a gift, and he won, so he kept reinvesting it in, and it did. It totally paid off for him. Yeah, so congratulations, James P., the Uber driver. All right, so we're going to share this off quickly. All right, there we go. Okay, we're trying to go quickly. All right, so there it is to the MFers Live Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and we're going to share this off quick. We're going to tweet this off. This one's getting tweeted off. All right, so we're going to tweet this off quickly. Right on. All right, whatever. Other policies. We got a whole bunch here. All right. How's this one? All right, so, that is really cool. That is. All right, so this is actually dated from yesterday as well. All right, so hotel gives best friends unforgettable night together after hearing about woman's brain cancer. Yeah. So ever since their friend was diagnosed with brain cancer 2 years ago, this group of women has been doing their best to savor and enjoy each other's company. And now a hotel is being hailed for its hand in helping them have one of the best nights of their lives. So once one of the women, Jennifer Toby, told the story to a newscaster for KTVU, who then published the story on Facebook. In the message, Toby explains how she and 5 other women have been best friends since they met in high school 19 years earlier. This is why they were heartbroken to hear that one of them had been diagnosed with glioblastoma brain cancer over 2 years ago. So this hurdle has brought us even closer, and we try to make as many memories together as possible, writes Toby. So during one of their most recent get-togethers, the sick friend mentioned that she wanted to have a weekend getaway at a beach. So her friends did their best to make it happen. Hello, Jeff. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. So traveling in her condition is not easy. And the brain tumor has made it hard for her to be mobile, so she feels most comfortable in a wheelchair. We couldn't find one house or hotel that was available that was wheelchair accessible with views facing the oceans like she wished for. So the only place that we could actually find was the Ritz-Carlton Half Moon Bay. The rate for this hotel was far from our budget, but we went out on a whim and called them to see if there was anything they could do to help us out. And we were blown away with their response. So Toby explained their dilemma to a sales coordinator named Tanya Cruz. So within an hour of hearing the woman's story, Cruz asked Toby to send over some photos of the friends along with information on any food allergies they may have. So Cruz then arranged a weekend getaway for the women in one of their fanciest handicapped accessible rooms with a private fire pit and a dazzling view of the ocean. That is really nice. So yeah, we got lots of quotes here. All right, so we knew that this trip was going to be special, but we had no idea how special until we set foot in the room, says Toby. When we opened the door to our room, we all had chills and were in awe with what we saw. They had decorated it with balloons, wrote her a special card, gave her a gift bag with goodies, spoiled us with fruit and cheese platters, a s'mores kit, and even a bottle of wine. Wow. They even printed out one of the pictures that we gave them and put it in a nice picture frame in the room. The view that we had topped it off. So the women were even more impressed when they decided to eat in the hotel restaurant. So our friend decided that she wanted to try to go out for dinner. We did not make a reservation, and we were told that we would have to wait 45 minutes for a table. So within 5 minutes, they came over to us and had cleared a table along the window with the most breathtaking view of the sun setting over the ocean. So after dinner, we spent the night at our fire pit roasting s'mores, laughing about old times. We literally stayed up the whole night having the best conversations. It was such an incredible time. We didn't want to sleep because we didn't want it to end. We will forever have this memory, and it will go down as one of the best nights together. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is the actual Facebook link here as well, so you guys can actually read the story from Frank Somerville from the KTVU. And that's okay. Well, so that's the end of the story. Yes, and you can actually see all the photos that were taken there as well. There's 6 of them. And they all seem so really happy. That is. I'm seeing, and you'd be surprised at the kind gestures that people do. All right. So, yes, got to give props out to the hotel because they weren't able to find anywhere that was wheelchair accessible. They found one. And, yeah, that hotel made those women's nights totally memorable. All right. So, we're going to share this off quickly to the MFers Live. All right. There it is next. All right. So, it's published onto the MFers Live Facebook page. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can click that link and go check out the Facebook post that was actually posted by Frank. All right, what else do we have here? Okay, so we got more here. All right, so here we go. Okay, this is a nice one too. I think this one's actually got a link to it. We just gotta wait for it to run. All right. So all right, so this one is This is dated from yesterday, of course. Like I said, we got a lot of positive news to catch up on. All right, so you can actually watch bone marrow donor give special birthday surprise to the man he saved. Yes. So Bruce Becke was at a restaurant celebrating his birthday weekend with his family when they surprised him with the ultimate gift, a chance to meet the man who saved his life. That's pretty awesome. All right, you have yourself a great night too, Jeff. Thank you for coming to hang out with us, buddy. Always remember peace, love, and positivity. Hello, Derek. Thanks for coming in. Hola, Derek. Always, buddy. So as a means of surprising Beck for his birthday, the compassionate donor and his family flew from Baltimore, Maryland to New Buffalo, Michigan. So in a video uploaded to Facebook earlier this week, Beck can be heard proclaiming his gratitude for the 26-year-old donor. Little does he know the donor is sitting right next to him, and the result is extremely heartwarming. So so there is it's a Facebook video. So you click the link, and it's a Facebook video, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, you can actually see that they're sitting side by side, and they don't even realize it. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, definitely go check that out. I love seeing those videos. Oh, you're back from Cancun. Right on, buddy. Right on. I know that a lot of you have been going out on vacation. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Welcome back. I know there's no snow.
Mike, where's my vacation?
Where's your vacation? I don't know.
Vacation, Mike.
You're taking it right now?
We're gonna have to get the studio audience out here one day and come hang out with us instead of just being the voice in the background. She wanted to come sit and chill with us.
Sure, you know what?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is shared off to the Facebook or MFers Live Facebook page, and it is also on our Twitter page as well. All right, now I know I got to read that one because it was about. All right, so let's see here. All right. Here's one for you. Cute puppies, some pit bulls. All right, so this one's actually dated from today, ladies and gentlemen. You guys ready for this? All right, so vicious dog call turns into friendship between a pit bull and a police officer. Yes, so even the meanest dogs have the capability to be man's best friend. Yes, so a Texas police officer came to realize this after he answered a dispatch call about a vicious dog on the loose. So earlier this week, Officer Travis Frost spotted the big gold dog on the front porch of someone's house. Frost left the door of his cruiser open just in case he was attacked and needed to jump for safety, and cautiously approached the dog. So according to a Facebook post that was published by the Texarkana, Texas Police Department, this didn't go quite like we thought it would. That was their quotation. So he whistled at the dog, who then came trotting over to him with his tail wagging, says the department post. So after Travis pet the dog for a minute, went right up to the patrol unit, jumped in the front seat, and just made himself at home. So in the time it took for an animal control officer to arrive, Frost and the dog became best buddies. They hung out in the squad car, snapped some selfies, and got well-deserved belly rubs before the pup was taken to the shelter. So the dog's microchip later identified him as an American bully named Gold. Thanks to the microchip, the owners were able to pick him up from the facility shortly after his rescue. So the police department seized this opportunity to remind pet owners to microchip their animals and to not judge a book by its cover. So officers believe that they received the call about a vicious dog because pit bulls and similarly bulky canines are often negatively stereotyped. So Frost and the police department, however, think otherwise. So this is a quotation. If you are judging the dog based on the breed, then you are probably doing yourself a disservice. Police spokesman Sean Vaughn told Today, adding that the only time he was ever bitten on the job was actually by a little chihuahua. A little chihuahua, you know, those little ones that look like they bark and they like bounce. So the police department finished the Facebook post by saying these dogs have a bit of a bad reputation. Travis said that. While you should always be careful around any dog that you don't know, you shouldn't automatically assume that all pit bulls are bad dogs. They might be really loving, like this guy was this morning. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is the Facebook post that is there that was updated April 30th. And you can actually see, he's such a cute puppy too, such a cute bull, such a good pit bull too. And yes, the officer's sitting there taking. You actually see, they have the one picture. The puppy actually has his head out the passenger window. He's just sitting there, his paws out and his head's out. The other picture is he's sitting in the chair, where actually in the driver's seat, and just staring at the front. And then of course the officer himself taking some selfies with the beautiful puppy named Gold. Right on, right on. So we're going to share this off, ladies and gentlemen, to our Facebook page. All right, and we're going to do some shout-outs. All right, so I'm going to share this off quickly to the MFers Live Facebook page. There it is. It is shared off. And like always, I always tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can always follow along on the Good News Network app, which is downloadable for the Android phones, or you guys can always follow along on www.goodnewsnetwork.org, my one-stop shop for all of our positive news that happens around the world. All right, so there we go. Okay, you ready now, Joe? You gonna hold on? All right. I haven't seen Amanda pop in yet, buddy. I'll let you know. Okay, I will. As soon as I see Amanda pop in, I'll let you know. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna grab a little handful of this. Look at silly. Look at all this. Look at this. And, you know, this is like you can't even make it down. Like there's so many of them. All right, so and I'm dropping some already here. So we have Vicky Colbert. Who else do we have here? Oh, Ernie Stewart. All right, then we have Dylan Wheeler. The one and only Leah Dubrick. And then we have Taylor Clark. There you go, Taylor. We have Caitlin McCandles. And then look, we got another one for Amanda. Do you want to hold this one too, buddy? Here. Okay, because you already got Amanda's. All right, so here we'll give you a second one for Amanda. See if she pops in here. All right, and we'll let her know there's another one for Taylor Clark. Right on, buddy. And then we have Dave Dresser. And then we have Kim Hunter. There you go, dear. All right, what else here? We have Lydia Kettles. There we go, Lydia. All right, what else we have here? All right. Whoop. I'm dropping her. I'm so sorry. Brenda White. What else we have here? We have another one for Lydia Kettles. Right on. And then, of course, now I know you're in here. Hopefully you're still in here. We got one for Beth Thompson. There you go. Beth, all right. So, yes, let's see. We could keep doing our shout-outs. All right. And yes, we do have this Snail mug we're using right now for MFers Live. We do have our secondary mug in here. If you guys are wondering where the original mug is, we actually have it up here in the window. As the letters were starting to peel off, we're going to actually keep it in the studio window so this way we don't lose any more lettering to it and we can actually keep it pristine look. All right. All right, so. All right, here's one for you. Okay, so this one actually might be pretty interesting for all of our MFers out there. All right, so it's dated for today, only for a few hours ago. All right, so Hawaii lawmakers have just passed first ever ban on sale of toxic sunscreen. All right, so Hawaii lawmakers have just passed a ban on the sale and distribution of sunscreen containing chemicals that are toxic to coral reefs. All right, and if you guys tuned in yesterday, we were actually talking about coral reefs, all right? So, yes, to actually have a ban that actually damages us, it's really good. The ban specifically targets oxybenzone and oxytin oxide two chemicals that are found in common sunscreens, according to a 2015 study. The ingredients cause coral DNA to mutate while it's still in its larval stage, which prevents it from actually growing properly and makes it more susceptible to bleaching. So Governor David Ige approves the legislation as expected. It would make Hawaii the first American state and the first region in the world to actually ban those ingredients. So amazingly, this is actually the first in the world law, said Senator Mike Gabbard, who told the Honolulu Star Advisor in an email. So Hawaii is definitely on the cutting edge by banning these dangerous chemicals in sunscreens. So when you actually think about it, our island paradise surrounded by coral reefs is a perfect place to set the gold standard for the world to follow. This will actually make a huge difference in protecting our coral reefs, our marine life, and our very own human health. Some experts oppose the ban because they believe it will lead to more people neglecting sunscreen altogether, which could actually lead to skin cancer. The ban, however, does not affect sunscreen that is brought into the state by tourists, nor does it apply to prescription sunscreens. So additionally, non-toxic sunscreens are currently readily available for purchase in that state. Right on, Hawaii. See, you gotta think about that, because like I said, we were actually, if you guys go check out yesterday's stream, we were actually talking, it was one of the facts that we had was the coral reefs. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, they are living, breathing creatures. If you guys are trying to figure out what's he talking about, ladies and gentlemen, go check out last night's stream, and you will see for yourself. Well, you'll hear for yourself, because that was one of our facts, was the coral reefs. All right, so that is shared off to the Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to tweet this off quickly. All right, so it is tweeted off. All right. All right. Okay.
I don't think it came up yet.
All right. So this is about buses. All right. And this is actually out in Japan. All right.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool. Excuse me, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The joys of being live. All right. So Japanese bus drivers strike by continuing to run and refusing to take anyone's money. Yeah. So Japanese bus drivers are using an unusual community-based strike tactic to demand better job security from their employers. The drivers working for the Ryobi Group in Okinawa declared a labor strike after a rival bus company opened up overlapping bus routes that charge cheaper fares. So when Ryobi would not comply with the demands for better job security, the drivers decided to take an experimental angle with their strike. They would continue to drive their usual routes, except they would not be accepting anybody's fare money. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. All right. So, yes. So, idly, the free fare tactic will prevent management from claiming that the workers are putting their own needs before the communities. Additionally, online news outlets like Japan Today says that the free bus rides will help preserve the company's relationship with their passengers in the face of a rival company giving cheaper rates. So time will tell whether the tactic actually succeeds, but many social media readers are praising the drivers for their unconventional approach to demanding worker safety while simultaneously serving their community. Right on. I wonder what that was like. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. Usually you see bus drivers say strike. That means there's no buses. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. They're gonna ride the buses. Oh, yeah. Because, gas still has to be put in those buses. The company still has to provide the gas in those buses. And they're still going to do their routes, and they're just giving it away for free. That's a really interesting tactic. Never thought of that. That's pretty cool. So hopefully out to the Japanese bus drivers out there, hopefully you guys get your strike, because, that'd be a great windfall for sure. All right, so it is shared off to the Facebook. our Facebook page and also off to the MFers Live Twitter page as well. All right. Now, if you remember back, there was a story about a young black man who's actually unjustly arrested at Starbucks. So this is actually dated from today. So instead of money for themselves, black men unjustly arrested at Starbucks arrange grant for city's use. That is really neat. So after 2 black men were arrested at a Philadelphia Starbucks earlier this month, the discriminating nature of the event sparked a national backlash. So now the men are being praised for their symbolically progressive settlement with the city. So in exchange for expunging the city and company of all claims, Dante Robinson and Rashawn Nelson were settling for $1 each and a pledge from the city to create a $200,000 grant program for high school entrepreneurs. That is really awesome. So we thought long and hard about it, and we feel like this is the best way to see that change that we want to see, said Robinson, according to the Associated Press. It's not a right now thing that's good for right now, but I feel like we will see the true change over time. So Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenney said in a statement, I am pleased to have resolved the potential claims against the city in this protective manner, adding that the men first proposed the idea to Philly officials in an attempt to make something positive become of this, turning negative into a positive. So the 23-year-old men who both serve on a committee to create and award the grant, and the program's curriculum is expected to help educate Philadelphia public school students on the challenges and benefits of being business owners. So neither Robinson, Nelson, or their attorneys will be receiving any money from the grant program. Hi, Becky. Thanks for tuning in. So Nelson and Robinson were launched into the judicial fiasco after they were arrested for sitting in a Starbucks restaurant in mid-April. They had been waiting to embark on a real estate business deal with a third party when the manager called the police and accused the young men of trespassing because they had not bought anything from their store. So a video of the men being led away in handcuffs went viral. Robinson and Nelson spent 8 hours in jail before they were released without any charges filed or changes to their criminal records. Starbucks CEO Kevin Johnson personally flew to Philadelphia to apologize to the men and thank them for their willingness to reconcile. So additionally, the company will be closing all American stores on May 29th so that they can give unconscious racial bias training to their 175,000 employees. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are in the States, and you guys go to Starbucks. All right, the Starbucks on May 29th is going to be closed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, all the American stores to Starbucks will be closed for the day, as for 175,000 employees will be doing training, unconscious racial bias training. Right on. So see, it was kind of a negative thing. It was because I remember reading the article on that, and yes, there were just two gentlemen sitting there waiting for the third party to show up, and yes, the owner of that specific Starbucks, the manager called and had them removed for no reason, and yes, I remember that starting to go viral. And see, it was a negative thing that happened, but positivity reigned from it. Yes. Hello, Gordo. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the love, buddy. Always thanks for the love. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is shared off to our Facebook page and also onto our Twitter page as well. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are in the States on May 29th and you enjoy your cup of Starbucks, you're not going to be getting it that day because all American stores will be closed so that all 175,000 of their employees can take some training. Yes, that's really cool. Right on. All right, now is this an interview one? All right, or is this? I don't know. I can't tell until it opens. All right. Yes, of course. All right. So let's see what else we carry. All right. So here's another one. This is actually from 8 hours ago, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, it is still from today, of course. All right, here it is. So 68-year-old Alzheimer staves off the disease by climbing the same mountain every day. Makes you wonder, wait, Alzheimer's, how's that? Yeah. All right, so 68-year-old man with Alzheimer's disease has defied all conventional medicine wisdom by climbing the same mountain every day for the last 50 years. Yes. So according to his interview with The Guardian, Sion Jair estimates that he has climbed the Old Man of Coniston in Cumbria, England, at least 5,000 times. Sometimes he climbs to the summit twice in one day, no matter what the season. Though he has kept up his fitness routine for the sake of familiarity and habit, he also says that he has kept up the routine as a matter of health and discipline. In addition to living with chronic fatigue syndrome since he moved to the area back in 1968, he was also diagnosed with pernicious anemia in the early 2000s. His body rejected the B12 injection treatment necessary to moderate the disease, and doctors only gave him 3 years to live. 3 years. So this is a quote by him, all right? My body had adjusted to the small amount of B12 I could accept, Jared tells The Guardian. The doctors did test and put it down too. Although it's not scientifically proven, my exercise routine. So I just kept going, and my body had two choices. I could either sit down and die, or the body had to get up and use what it had. Though he was able to adjust to the anemia, the condition had hidden the Alzheimer's that was developing in his brain until a brain scan finally revealed the disease 4 years ago. So Jair's solution, just keep on hiking up the 2,634 foot, or it's 803 meters, mountain. And judging by his disposition, along with the recent study that supports exercise as a mean of starving off dementia, his fitness routine is definitely helping. So this is his quote again. So I got over this business of going up the mountain for a challenge years ago. I just do it because I enjoy it. I do it because it's familiar. And particularly when you've got Alzheimer's, you need something that's familiar, Jared tells the news outlet. So all I know is that I'm not getting any better, but I don't think I'm getting that much worse that quickly. Yeah, that's really cool. It is. But yeah, if you know anyone who suffers from dementia, something familiar is always good to have around. Always. All right, so we're going to share that off to the MFers Live Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. It is shared off. All right, what else we got here? Of course, we got stuff. All right. Oh, yes. All right. So let's see what other positive news. Okay, you got to tweet off. No, you got to tweet off the screen. All right. So let's see what else we have here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So yes, we read that one because I really wanted to read that because it did mean a lot. It was about if you guys remember, we actually read about the team who had planned to rid oceans of plastics. How this massive project is actually going to probably start this July, which is awesome. All right. So this one is also dated. Oh, this one's dated from yesterday. All right. So you can actually get paid to travel across America and take photos of the sun. Yes. So do you enjoy traveling? Do you also enjoy having fun in the sun? Well, the Days Inn has a perfect job for you. The hotel chain has just posted a job listing for amateur photographers who are willing to travel to America's brightest cities, from sunrise yoga in San Diego to a sunset sail in Miami, so they can take pictures of the sun. In addition to the sun turns, receiving a glowing recommendation for their resume and all expenses paid travel for a month, Days Inn will also be paying them a $10,000 monthly stipend for the gig. Come on, can't go wrong with that. So applicants need to be 21 years older. Yeah, sorry. Applicants need to be 21 years or older to apply, and they must submit their best outdoor photo from their portfolio along with a 100-word description of why they are the best person for the job. So there you go. To any of my MFers out there, okay, you guys want a sweet job, come on. All you have to do is be 21 years or older, submit your best outdoor photo from your portfolio along with a 100-word description of why you are the best person for the job, and you could be traveling around America taking photos, all expense paid travel around America to take these photos and also make $10,000 a month. Oh, that's great. That is. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share this off as well. Yes, I'm getting funny faces from the studio.
That was a weird fact, sir.
That was a weird fact. That wasn't a fact. That was something that's up.
No.
So if you are a photographer, you have a chance that you can actually travel.
A job posting.
So I'm advertising a job posting. You never know. Maybe one of the lucky MFers out there could actually get that job posting.
It's just weird, that's all.
Hey, it came up that way, and I just read it how I saw it. That's what it said in the post. All right, so what else we got here? What else we got? We got a bunch more, right? All right. Well, this one's from yesterday as well. Oh, I missed a couple of them. All right. So scientists may have just overcome the biggest obstacle to mass producing hydrogen fuel. All right. So the quest to develop the holy grail of affordable, viable, and environmentally friendly fuels using sunlight has taken an exciting new twist. So a team of renewable energy experts from the University of Exeter has pioneered a new technique to produce hydrogen from sunlight to create a clean, cheap, and widely available fuel. The team developed an innovative method to split water into its constituent parts, hydrogen and oxygen, using sunlight. So hydrogen can then be used as a fuel with the potential to power everyday items such as homes and vehicles. Crucially, hydrogen fuel that can be created through this synthetic photosynthesis method would not only create zero carbon emissions, but it would also be a virtually limitless energy source, which it would be. So at present, around 85% of the global energy provisions come from the burning of fossil fuels. Yes. So therefore, the need and desire to find a sustainable, cost-effective, renewable fuel source is growing in urgency.
Should have started off with this.
So perhaps unsurprisingly, the sun is Earth's most abundant renewable energy source with the potential to provide 100,000 terawatts of power each year. Meaning 1 hour's worth of solar energy is equal to an entire year of total energy consumption worldwide. Yeah. So, however, one of the most significant hindrances of the development of viable solar energy has been in an ability to produce a semiconducting material that can effectively convert sunlight to a storable energy source. But in this new research, the team utilized lithium iron oxide to create a semiconducting material that gave the ideal results for using sunlight to produce hydrogen from water, making it the strongest candidate yet for renewable hydrogen generation. So the groundbreaking new research centers on the use of the revolutionary photoelectrode, an electrode that absorbs light before initializing electrical chemical transformations to extract the hydrogen from water, made from nanoparticles of the elements lithium, iron, and oxide. The researchers believe that this new type of photoelectrode is not only cheap to produce, but can also be recreated on a larger scale for mass and worldwide use. The research is published in the leading journal Scientific Reports. Govinder Power led author on the paper and based at the University of Exeter's Environment and Sustainability in Cornell said, with growing economics and population, fossil fuels will not be able to sustain the global energy demand in a clean manner. as they are being exhausted at an alarming rate. So alternative renewable fuels sources must be found which can sustain the global energy demand. Hydrogen is a promising alternative fuel source capable of replacing fossil fuels, as it has a higher energy density than fossil fuels. Actually, more than double. Oh yeah, more than double. So zero carbon emissions, and the only byproduct is water. Yes. So given our power added, we have shown that our photoelectrode has ideal band alignments needed to split water into its constituents H2 and O2 spontaneously without the need of an external bias. Moreover, our material has excellent stability, where after 21 hours of testing, it does not degrade, which is ideal for water splitting purposes. We're currently working on further improving our material to make it more effective to produce more hydrogen. Now that is pretty cool. All right. So,
That was funny.
all right. We're going to print this up. All right. So we're going to show this off to our MFers Live Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. All right, there it is. It's published off. Oh, all right. We're going to show this off to our Twitter page as well. All right. Tweet that off. All right. So maybe I can do that over here. All right, here's one. Did I read this one? I don't think I read this one the other day because I know that we were reading our positive news, trying to catch up with everything. No, that is that's one of their good talks, which is kind of like an interview. You have to basically read it because it's the style of an interview. Oh, wow, yes, there is a whole bunch more that I didn't get to read. Yes, here it is. So here we go. All right, so anybody who ever eats out, all right, here's one for you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so 42 of the biggest food companies make historic pledge to cut plastic waste. Yes. So 42 of the UK's biggest retailers, supermarkets, manufacturers, and brands have taken a historic pledge to completely transform the plastic packaging sector by 2025. So that's only like 7 years away. 7 years. Let's see if you guys can do it. So corporate giants such as Asda, Nestle, Lidl, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Unilever, Tesco, Waitrose, Morrisons, Sainsbury, and Pret a Manger have joined the UK Plastics Pledge to eliminate single-use plastic packaging. So together, the signatories represent roughly 80% of the plastics sold in the UK supermarkets. So the initiative, which is orchestrated by waste advisory charity WRAP, yes, WRAP, W-R-A-P, ladies and gentlemen, in collaboration with the UK's largest nonprofits, recyclers, and governments, has set a series of goals to cut wasteful packaging over the course of the next 7 years. So for starters, the initiative will ensure that 100% of plastic packaging excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. All right, so yes, so okay. So for starters, the initiative will ensure that 100% of plastic packaging must either be recyclable, compostable, or reusable in order to make it onto the supermarket shelves. Some supermarkets have gone even further and declared that plastic packaging will no longer be used on fruits and vegetables. So additionally, the pack seeks to increase the amount of property recycled plastic from its current rate of 30% to at least 70%. So Environment Secretary Michael Gove, who is backing the pact, said in a statement, "Our ambition is to eliminate avoidable plastic waste. Will only be realized if government, businesses, and the publics actually work together. So industry action may prevent excess plastic reaching our supermarket shelves in the first place." I am delighted to see so many businesses sign up to this pact, and I hope others will soon follow suit, he added. Excuse me. So the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, one of the industry's groups supporting the initiative, will also be helping to expand the initiative to other countries. So more governments, businesses, and manufacturers can replicate the goals. So Dame Ellen MacArthur of the MacArthur Foundation said, this bold new pact will bring together businesses, policymakers, and the public to create a circular economy for plastics that tackles the causes of plastics waste and pollution, not just its symptoms. So focusing on innovation, better packaging design, and end-of-use systems will not only generate long-term benefits from the environment, but is also a huge economic opportunity. So we encourage others around the world to help drive this movement towards global solutions to what is a global problem. The pact comes as a welcome follow-up to the UK's recent promise to eliminate wasteful plastic packaging altogether by 2042, ladies and gentlemen. And there is, of course, all over the desk. Oh, that's all good. That's all good. But yes, ladies and gentlemen. All right, there we go. But yes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. Oh, that's great. Well, that's just great. That's a dandy. That's all. Oh, no, don't want that one. All right. But yes, of course, I have all this paper all over the place. All right, this is going to work. All right, there we go. All right, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can actually click the link. There is a YouTube video on there, ladies and gentlemen. It's a video called Together We Can. So yes, I'm going to show that off, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, it is getting to that time. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys all for tuning in and listening to some positive news that's happening around the world. Yes. So we're going to share this off quickly. There it is. It's published onto the MFers Live Facebook page, and it is tweeted off to the MFers Live Twitter page as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, to the one out there, I know that you do watch. You may not comment, you may not react, but always remember, it's your time, always. And I want all my MFers to know I love each and every last single one of these, all right? And like I always say, you guys ever need to reach out, the original MFer is always here. There's always an MFer out there. We always have our hand out there, always willing to help anytime. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in tomorrow. Remember, same MFer time, same MFer channel, right? Tomorrow is going to be our Tea Time Thursday. So let's see what new and interesting facts we will actually have for you tomorrow. All right, so yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys all for tuning in. I'll see you all tomorrow. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, always remember, if you're watching me live right now or you're watching me on a replay, always remember, yes, it goes for you. If you're watching and listening, it goes to you, okay? Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, that yes, you matter. Never forget that, because you know what? Each and every last single one of you matter. All right, I'll see you guys all tomorrow night, all right? Peace, love, and positivity, y'all.